up another instrumental. You ought to give me 2 thumbs up just for this intro. It's Bigg Vic TV. Hey, welcome to my world.
What's up, guys? It's your man Bigg Vic, and I'm back in here with another video. And today we are rolling with the Akai Mpc Studio Black version. So I got inspired to do this track listening to Remy Ma pretty much continue to bully Nicki Minaj on her latest record featuring Lil Kim, which I'm really feeling that record. Like, that record is hot. It's like, it's hard to me. Like, it brings me back to like that 90s era, like that good feel, that good feel hip hop. So nevertheless, I got inspired to create this track, and it put me in that zone, put me in that mind of a Remy Ma type record, maybe featuring the homie Fat Joe. So I'm gonna break down this track that I created and kind of let you guys see what was behind the elements. We're gonna break it down instrument by instrument to kind of show you what I put into this track to create this vibe, right? All right, so first were the drums. So we know that drums are very, very important when it comes to creating these types of records, especially East Coast feeling type record. So let's go in here, let's play the drums, right? So I created about a four bar beat change up because I wanted the track to begin to build, you know, a nice little build up, switch up somewhere in the track to build up like a highlight of the track and go into maybe the chorus or back into the verse. So that's why I switched up the drums for 4 bars of this track. Of course, we got 8 bars, then another 4 bars that I would move around depending on where we do that change up in the track, which is always good to do for a lot of your production. If you want to just make a nice little change up, that's a very effective way to do that. So you can kind of move that wherever you need to move it. So let's get into the next instrument. And the next instrument, I grabbed an organ and I went inside of Korg Wave Station and grabbed one of these organs in here, Sunday morning organ, and we came up with this. Change up. Bring it back. All right, so you kind of get the gist of that whole setup right there. All right, so that, of course, that would be the build up, part of the build up, and we would bring the verse back in, which always makes your tracks sound a lot bigger doing switch ups. You know, it changes up the monotonous of the track, monotony, I should say, of the track. All right, so this next instrument, let's see what we got. This next instrument, of course, I had to dig in and find me a bass. You know, it wouldn't be right if I didn't drop a bass line in here somewhere, right? Now, using sort of the same principles that I used from the previous video that I posted on bass lines, I did the same formula. Like, I used pretty much the same formula. So let's go ahead and check out the bass. And that would be here. And we went into good old Doom 2 for the bass. Let's check it out. Change up. A good change-up always makes the track sound so much fuller and brings more energy to the track. You know what I'm saying? The nice build-up and change-up always brings some nice energy to a production. So you don't have to do change-ups all the time, but depends on the type of record that you're creating. A nice build-up, change-up. Of course, I would probably still go back in, add some crashes in there just to make it sound even bigger than, you know, what it already sounds. So let's go to the next instrument. And it's putting us right in that zone of a Remy Ma, like Remy Ma track or Remy Ma featuring Fat Joe type track. So it's putting us right in that zone right there. And I believe I added another instrument from the wave station just to kind of accent what I already have in there. So let's pull this up. Let's play this back. Let's roll. All right, so let's go to the, I believe I added one more instrument. Let's see. I believe I did. This may be everything. Let me see. Yeah. That was everything. So that pretty much was the track. So I actually did not add a lot of instruments in here to build that track. Like a majority of this track will be filled up by the artist, you know. So once again, it really doesn't take a lot of elements to create, you know what I'm saying, these tracks or, you know, these types of productions. You always want to leave some extra room for the artist. You don't have to overproduce records all the time. So simplicity is key a lot of times. So I'm gonna play the track back one more time. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. So that's probably where I would add a crash at in that track, just to make that build up and that change up sound a little more bigger, I should say. So that's pretty much this particular track. Kind of wanted to break down this Remy Ma vibe type of track. Really doesn't have a lot of instruments in it. I think a lot of times the more simpler a track is, the better you can make your production, especially leaving room for the artist to do their thing on. So I always look at the artist's lyrics similar to an instrument on the track. You know what I'm saying? To kind of fill in what may not be in the track. So a lot of times less is more. So Once again, it's your man Bigg Vic, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this track. Maybe you picked up a nugget or two. If you did, hit me with one of them thumbs up. Drop comments below if you have any questions. And we'll see y'all guys in the very next video. It's your man Bigg Vic. Peace and love. Always hustle. Never stop growing. Peace.